afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the University of Southern Indiana and to the Griffin Center. We are delighted that you are here to bear witness to this historic event, the naming of the fourth president of the University of Southern Indiana. During the press conference today, we'll have two speakers. The two gentlemen to my left. Dr. Rochon will be our second speaker. He'll take about 15 minutes worth of your questions, so I know you'll have a few. But our first speaker is Mr. Harold Calloway, who is the chair of the search committee for the presidential search and also the chair of the Board of Trustees here at USI. If you didn't catch a press release before you leave, there's some in the back, so make sure you grab those. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Harold Calloway.
Thank you, Kendra. This afternoon, the University of Southern Indiana Board of Trustees selected Dr. Rochon as the fourth president of the University of Southern Indiana. As provost, he directly supervised the deans of USI's 4 colleges: graduate studies, outreach and engagement, international programs, Rice Library, student affairs, and all of the academic departments. During his tenure, he has directed the revamping of the university's core curriculum and UNIV 101 seminar course, led the creation and approval of USI's second doctoral program in educational leadership, developed new opportunities and programs for undergraduates, graduates, and online learning students, and fostered new approaches to recruit students to campus and develop programs to help them excel. Rochon's academic and professional career has focused on advocating for educational excellence, access, equality, and equity. He has taught classes on the history of American education, culturally relevant and responsive teaching practices within pre-K through 12 schools, and organizational leadership within higher educational settings. His body of work centered on the need of diverse learners with underserved schools and communities, as well as their integral contribution to the larger society. Prior to coming to USI, Dr. Rochon served as the inaugural dean of the School of Education and associate vice president for teacher education and professor at Buffalo State. He was director and co-founder of the Research Center for Cultural Diversity and Community Renewal at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, as well as interim associate dean and director of the School of Education. In 2010, he also served as chair of the board of the American Association of College of Teacher Education in Washington, D.C. His professional teaching career has included work in Texas A&M University, Washington State University, and the University of Wisconsin at La Crosse. Dr. Rochon earned a bachelor's degree at Tuskegee University and a master's and doctoral degree from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. His doctoral work was in educational policy studies with an emphasis in educational history and policy analysis. The President's Search Committee and the Board of Trustees conducted a national search for this position, which drew more than 90 qualified candidates for review. The candidate pool ranged from sitting university presidents to executive outside the higher education landscape. The committee narrowed the pool to 4 founders, which were presented to the board for final decision. And at the end, it was one of our own who rose to the top as the best positioned and most qualified to lead the university. I believe this is a testament to the quality faculty, staff, and administrators who have continually made USI one of the premier institutions of higher education in the state and in the region, and increasingly around the globe. I want to express my thanks to the search committee members who put in hours of work reviewing and interviewing candidates and who sacrificed time and energy to ensure USI had the best position for the job. This was by no means any easy decision. All of the founders were qualified for the position. I also want to thank the search firm that assisted us throughout the process. I know that Dr. Rochon is committed to the University of Southern Indiana, and I have no doubt that his vision and leadership will move the university forward in exciting ways. Thank you. Dr. Rochon.
Good morning, everybody. I know you all behind cameras. Good morning. It's good to see you all. I just want to take a couple minutes just to say thank you for, number one, just being here and giving me an opportunity to share just a couple thoughts with you. I want to express my sincere appreciation to the Board of Trustees for entrusting me with this amazing responsibility and opportunity. I also want to thank the search committee for all the work that they did as well in bringing a recommendation to the board. And also, I want to thank immediately the past presidents of this university, Dr. Rice, Dr. Ray Hoops, and most recently, of course, Dr. Linda Ellen Bennett, the woman who hired me to become provost here at USI in 2010. I am so appreciative of the campus community as well. Folks have worked with me over the last 8 years and have given me just amazing opportunity to learn, to grow, and to develop with them and also this institution. Very quickly, I'll just give you maybe a little bit of a message regarding my vision for USI as we move forward. And it centers on really the plan that we have right now for our university that was developed by faculty. It speaks about access, the kinds of access that this campus has been known for providing students an opportunity to come here and learn and grow. It talks about the kinds of growth that we've seen, since 1965 here in Southwest Indiana with this university. It talks about academic excellence, something that I firmly believe in. I was hired to be the chief academic officer, and I have been pushing academic excellence since the day I arrived. And having my colleagues, the faculty in particular, working toward that goal has been a non-negotiable for each of us. We talked nonstop about collaboration. I have been so incredibly blessed because the academic deans, for example, work so closely together in promoting this entire university. Not a silo, not just one college, not just one department, but the entire university. And I'm thankful for that. And then last but not least, I want to just reaffirm and reiterate what I started out saying, and that is my appreciation for this community. My wife and I, we moved here in 2010 with our children. And this community has embraced us, it has supported us, it has given us a place we call home. And for that, I am eternally thankful. And I'm thankful for my colleagues, and I'm thankful for the student body. I am so incredibly grateful for their presence in my professional life. Let me close by just doing something very quickly, and that is, again, just reiterating the Board of Trustees, current students and parents that have been looking at this campus as a place for their children to grow and learn, prospective students who are thinking about USI as a campus of choice. Our faculty, of course, our staff, the alumni. We now have 42,000 plus alumni come this commencement for this university around the globe. I'm thankful for their presence and the job that they're doing. I want to thank the donors who have been involved with USI since its inception, folks giving their time and their hard-earned resources to us to maintain good stewardship and sharing. I also want to thank the legislators, the elected officials, both here in our community, but also in the State House, the General Assembly. Our Evansville business leaders, those individuals who will continually invest their time in our institution. And then last but not least, and I mean not least, Evansville, our community, and also our extended community, I want to thank as well for all the work that they have done. And I am so excited about all the work we will continue to do to build USI. So let me stop there, and thank you all for being here, and I'll entertain a few questions if you'd like me to.
I guess we'll start with an easy one. How does it feel to be selected as the fourth USI president?
I am so happy right now. This is one of the happiest days of my life. I would put this up with the day that I married my best friend, Lynn Rochon. The day she and I had our children, and now becoming president. This is a happy day for me. Exciting day for me, and I'm hopeful this is an exciting and happy day for the community as well.
What was your pitch to the board, the search committee?
My pitch? I will tell you that I think bringing this notion of understanding the campus, understanding our students. The one thing I think you'll find out about me if you walk around our campus, our students would tell you that I believe in this notion of being student-centered. It doesn't mean that students are always right, but we are here to serve students. The lights are on because of students attending this institution. And the board, I really believe we're very excited about my perspective, my understanding, and my commitment to student success. Yes, sir.
So a lot of construction projects going on, like in the PAC and the Welcome Center. And we have the master plan going on, and it calls for a pretty significant increase in enrollment. What do you think is going to be your biggest challenge as you step into this position?
You know, one of the biggest challenges right now is just higher ed and how it's interpreted by folks who are really disconnected to universities. Just conveying to people in the community, both near and far, that this is an investment that will transform the lives of young people, as well as older people who come to campus, right? And so I will take that on, take that mantle, and I will walk with it with a very intentional pace. And then also just communicating the importance of investing in higher ed is going to be an ongoing challenge for us nationally. But it's something that I welcome. One of the best things, though, about Indiana is that when you look at even neighboring states, Illinois and Kentucky and other states that are nearby, there are a lot of struggles with regard to how higher ed is viewed and also how higher ed is supported. Indiana is extremely solvent in that regard. The Indiana General Assembly believes in higher education, believes in this investment for Hoosiers, and I'm excited about that. Very, very thankful for that.
You've been around the university for a while now. What made you want to take on this role?
I appreciate the question. I've wanted to be a university president for a long time. When I was hired by Dr. Bennett, she asked me, what is your long-term goal professionally? And I told her that I wanted to be a president one day. Now, it was important that I communicate to my boss immediately that I didn't want her job, that I wanted to be provost, and that's what I've done for the last 8 years. But I've been working hard. My body of work has allowed me to have amazing experiences around this nation at some amazing institutions with phenomenal colleagues, nationally and internationally. And it's prepared me for this opportunity. So I'm very excited.
How important is athletics to you in this new position now?
Athletics is important to every campus. But I will tell you, though, that my primary interest is academics. I believe in athletics. I support athletics. I was just at the student athletic banquet this week. And it was amazing because we had all of our teams, present in that banquet. We celebrate them. We have an amazing meal together. We break bread and we talk about what they have done on the field and off the field. But the best part of that banquet was to be a part of an audience where students who have 3.5 GPAs and above, who are student athletes, in fact, who are scholar athletes. So I embrace athletics without question. But most importantly, I'm going to always combine, at the forefront, academics.
As the first USI president of color,
yes.
How important is diversity to you? What are your vision in terms of diversity?
Thank you for the question. It's a great question, and also it's an important component with regard to who we are as a campus. So it's been a part of our mantra at this institution. I think being the first African American here at USI in the role of president speaks boldly about the American dream. I think it speaks boldly about Indiana. I think it speaks boldly about the University of Southern Indiana. And it excites me to be here, to serve in this capacity, and to bring forth the ability to discuss diversity with my colleagues. I will tell you right now, and this is exciting, I am not the diversity president. I'm not the diversity voice. We are, collectively. There's an African proverb that I love, that I really kind of live by. It simply states, I am because we are. And since we are, therefore, I am. I believe in this. And when I think about diversity, I think about that particular notion, how empowering it is, and how powerful it is, and how important it is that we talk about the we, not the I. Yes, sir.
So with you becoming president now, that leaves the provost position open, and also with Cindy Brinker retiring.
Are you interested?
with Cindy Brinker retiring as well, that's two pretty important leadership positions.
Yes, sir.
When do you expect to start that search for those positions, and what kind of qualities are you looking for?
Thank you for the question. Well, I won't begin my role officially until July 1, but in the meantime, I will be looking for an interim provost to begin when I exit that role. We will do a national search, as we did when I came into to USI as well. And I'll tell you, the qualities that are going to be needed for the office of provost will be centered on integrity, academic accomplishments, someone who understands comprehensive institution like USI, this kind of space that we occupy. Listen, you know, the thing that I should tell you all too, this is one of the most special places I've ever worked in my life. And I have worked in some amazing places. But what makes USI so special to me is because, like many campuses around the nation, you see beautiful brick and mortar. But what makes this place special are the people. The hardworking people that have come forward to serve students every single day. And so we're gonna be looking for folks who understand that, who embrace that, and who will be committed to that. Those will be non-negotiables for me. Yes, sir.
As the last 3 presidents, do you plan on residing in the university home?
No, I do not. No, I do not. Right now, the university home is going to undergo some reconfiguration at some point. No time soon, not immediately. But I have some ideas with my colleagues and with the Board of Trustees on how we're going to celebrate that home and utilize that space in a very special way to celebrate initiatives and activities for the university. But the best part about the title of it is the university home. It's not just the president's home. And so we're excited about developing new initiatives and new ways in which we can utilize and see that space and fulfill its mission.
What's your response to the concerns that the search committee kept the candidates private, didn't let the alumni, student, faculty, USI community, the Evansville community know who was in the running?
Yeah. You know, I get the concern. I can't really respond to that process because I was part of the process. I was a candidate, you know, so, but I understand about public spaces. The one thing I will tell you, though, that I've learned over my years as an academic, and most recently in particular, that most campuses now are going this way in which to build a strong candidate pool. Folks are very reluctant to submit their names for analysis and then have to possibly go back to their own trustees or own home campus and be looked upon as not necessarily being happy or being committed to that institution. And so I get it, I understand it. It's a new time, a new era with regard to public institutions having to go that way, but this is not some kind of isolated incident in which USI, you know, kind of took this initiative and ran with it. This is becoming very, very common.
So what do you think it kind of says about USI and this university that they're willing to hire within? That's 2 straight presidents now that were formerly provosts. So what do you think it says about that?
Well, you know, again, I don't want to sound like I'm promoting myself, but it warmed my heart when I heard Mr. Callaway indicate that there were 90+ candidates that came forward. It warmed my heart for a couple of reasons. And number one, it says a lot about this university, that people find this place attractive. People find this place solid. People find this place a space of academic integrity. So that warmed my heart. And then also it warmed my heart because I know I was competing against some amazing people across this nation. I don't know if there were any international candidates at all. That I don't know. It was close to me as well. So this factoid that you learned today, I'm learning also. I'm proud to have been the pros here. I am proud to succeed Linda Bennett. I am proud to tell you all that I know this campus. I have been on this campus 8 full years and in many, many ways in which I never imagined. Coming here, I was to serve as Chief Academic Officer, and shortly thereafter, Dr. Bennett said, listen, I need you to be Chief Student Affairs Officer as well. And so having that kind of territory gave me access to students and faculty and staff and administrators like I've never imagined would happen. And so to close on that question, I'm proud and very thankful and very grateful for the opportunity. Yes, sir.
In the era of fake news, can you unequivocally say that you will protect the student media?
Oh, without question, yes. Yeah, listen, you know, the one thing that's been important to me is the ability for students to work on our campus, to seek journalistic opportunities, to develop and also become stronger with their craft. That's going to be important with regard to how they work and who they become. And then also, what's most important is that they will have mentors like you all, have access to people like you that can pepper them and provide them with greater access on how to do the job and do it well. So without question, this is important with regard to any public institution. Yes, sir.
So has Dr. Bennett given you any advice on the role, on the position?
She told me recently, get some time off. Yeah, get ready for an amazing opportunity to learn more, to do more, to see more, and to serve more. And that excites me. I want to serve. This is who I am. This is who I was raised to be. I am very fortunate that my mother, who's in heaven, who I've been thinking about all day long, is and a part of that for me. So I'm very fortunate, very, very thankful.
I think on that note, maybe 1, 2 last questions, if there are any. You good?
Oh yeah, please.
Can you share the salary that the board agreed to? Perhaps Earl Calloway could help us with that.
The salary is commensurate with other presidents of this size institution throughout Indiana and the nation. I'm reluctant to tell y'all what Ron's going to be making. Would you all let me get away without really giving you a number? He's going to be well paid, though. And some of his pay is based upon, the salary, and some is based upon his ability to be successful in things that he and the board will decide that's important, i.e. retention, graduation rates, enrollment, those kinds of things. Thanks.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it. You guys know John and Ben and myself. Feel free to contact us if you have any other questions. Have a good one.
Much appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.